we gonna do? As soon as we was able to broadcast it, we clicked the broadcast button. Not playing no
You
games.
already know.
Not playing no games. This. Yep, we get
Oh
all
shit!
that.
Ooh,
Ooh, play
awesome.
cards.
That's what I'm saying. Ooh,
Summon
super.
one time and have a wish granted.
Yup.
Summon
I'm gonna have to
Shenron
hit
one
those
time, wish
immediately.
granted.
One time for the one time.
This is
Show those off
cosmetics
expeditiously.
is in it. Okay, y'all. Now, whew, man.
Say hi to Jesse.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm gonna try to have it towards, like, so I can hear what you're saying, but I'm also gonna have it also towards, like, the actual gameplay.
Yeah, you know what time
So,
it is. Get your fat ass over there.
I'm gonna just do a disclaimer. Dealing with this particular stream, we may run like a game. I am currently at my grandparents' house. Nothing wrong with that. Do enjoy their company. Glad they had me over. I scroll back up just so y'all can read this. I know y'all like, oh, just skip it, but you know I gotta, just so y'all can read it. You got to, because if you ain't nobody reading these, I'm just gonna do
Nobody's
it. If they
reading
get
this
mad
shit.
about me showing something that's a legal binding document, just make sure.
Okay, I'm glad they have this option. Turn that anime music.
Doesn't matter.
Eh.
Because it was something along the lines of
ass.
what Mortal Kombat is. Where when people reacted in the Mortal Kombat, they were able to, I'm gonna have it on accept, And as you can see right here, I'm going through these. He's probably just skipping it, but I just want to show y'all what y'all getting into, so y'all don't act crazy when things happen. Because no one reads these. Nobody reads the term of the agreement, copyright, everything. I might read a little bit, but third party content, because I ended up accidentally pressing circle.
Is insane.
But yeah, anyway, y'all can go, if y'all on history, I can see what he's doing. I'm going through the terms of agreement so y'all can at least know. You know what I'm saying? I at least get everybody covered bases legally.
I'm going full intro first.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the intro wait, but then that means there's gonna be no music, right?
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, shit. I'm still going through all the terms of agreement, like very slowly, because, nobody reads this. Nobody. Give you an example. It says limitation liability except for one death or personal injury caused by Bandai Namco's negligence. Second is fraud, etc., right? Internet, you acknowledge and agree that Bandai Namco is not responsible or liable for any delays or failure you may experience in initiating conduct or completing any transactions or transmissions or transactions in connection with the game in an accurate or timely manner. Further, Bandai cannot and does not promise to ensure you will be able to access the online multiplayer or download portion of the game whenever you want. There may be extended periods of times where you cannot access those portions of the game. Bandai Namco. Can you turn that down a little bit, Lucy? You turn that down, stream. Let's see. Where's that? Portions of the game whenever you want, and there may be extended periods of times where you cannot access those portions of the game. Bandai Namco does not ensure continuous, effort-free, secure, or virus-free operations of any online multiplayer or download portion of the game or continue operations or availability of any given server. So if you want me to basically note that whole thing, they're basically saying they're not responsible if you lose access to the game. Is that not what that says?
That's essentially what it sounds like.
Now, this is what people do. They're like, agree. I don't read it. I don't read it. I know y'all don't read it. I read all this. I agree to it because I already knew I'm signing off legally saying that I can't. If I lose access to the game, they're not responsible for it. You already agreed to it. Now, right here says government law to the extent required by applicable law, all terms and provisions of this agreement shall be governed and construed in accordance with all application mandatory laws, even if inconsistent with the governing law set forth in section 20, and in no event shall the application, interpretation, or enforce of term of this service under any jurisdiction law contemplated by this section 20 exceed limit or otherwise restrict any rights vested with you as a local, state, national, and international law. The parties agree that the UN Convention of Contracts for the International Sale of Goods shall not apply to any dispute or transactions arise out of this agreement. And they said, A, if you reside in North Carolina, Central, South America, the law of state of Carolina, excluding its conflicts of law rules, govern the application, interpretation, or enforce of the terms of this agreement, your use of the game. So let me read that again. The law of the state of Carolina, excluding its conflict of laws ruling govern the application, interpretation, or enforcement of the terms of this agreement and your use of the game. Now, people ain't gonna know what that means because you're like, what? Basically, essentially, it's saying is you signed this, so you can't really say you don't know about everything on here. That's essentially what they're saying. And now it's legal, so you can't really go in and dispute it because you're signing it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're signing this document to use the game. You can decline it, but you won't be able to play it. That's what people don't realize. That's what people don't realize. So
The first opening cutscene.
yeah, that's what
Absolutely
I
insane.
accept. So I just accepted one, and then it says privacy policy. Collecting of information. The information we collect from you depends on the context in which you provide it and use of our service. We collect the following categories of information: identifiers, internet or other similar network activities, commercial information, geological location, and inference drawn from other personal information. More details about these
This shit
categories
is
of data are provided
awesome.
below. Business and commercial purpose for which we collect personal information is described in the use of information section. I can read this whole thing, but basically, I'm just going to synopsis this whole thing. They basically collect data on you, your personal information. And that personal information is basically your service ID, your gaming ID, your level, your completed, your game scores, time spent with the service, your login information, your hardware information might be, let's see, MAC address, IP address, etc. International mobile equipment identity number for that particular device. Location information. It's a lot of stuff they get, right? But this is
Bro, I
like
ain't
what I
felt this
was
way about a
like
game
trying
in
to
a
explain to
minute.
people is y'all don't read this. And I know y'all don't read this. Because when something happens, it says consent right here. Monitoring, link
I'm gonna
or
need that.
combine with information we get from our advertising partners to help understand your needs and provide better service. Every single game you play has the same exact thing. Everything. They said in compliance with, oh, here it is. Sharing of information. We do not share, transfer, or otherwise exchange your personal information with third parties unless required for the provision of our products or service, otherwise as permitted or required by law. Or if you have given us express consent, we do not sell your personal information to third parties. And that would basically be with in compliance with the aforementioned, we may share information about you as follows or as otherwise described in this prior policy with other users if you choose. Mind you, just that key word. You hear what I'm saying, Corzo, right? If
Yep.
you choose to participate in the interactive area of our service, such as multiplayer, chat, or sharing features, the use of personality, identif- identifiable
Identification.
data such as
Identifiable?
your full name as a username in our service is strictly prohibited. Now, mind you, that keyword, if you choose to participate, they can't they can't share nothing unless you choose to do it. That means if you're a multiplayer, you're choosing to do it. If you're in chat, you're choosing to do it. I'm just being honest. I'm just saying. That's what this says. B. With our employees, affiliated related companies, vendors, consultants, and other third party service providers who need access to such information to carry out work on on our behalf. including, for example, developers, payment processors, web hosting services, or information storage processing service providers. In response to legal process or a request for information, if disclosure is in accordance with or as otherwise required by applicable law, rule, or regulation, including, for example, government or regulated bodies, law enforcement, or court of laws. That's when they're going to basically do it because they would have to do it, share your information, like dealing with laws and all that. If we have reasonable grounds to believe your actions are inconsistent with our user agreement or policies or to protect the rights, property, and safety of BNEI, our users, or other, and we consider our legitimate interest in disclosing your personal information to third parties such as courts or attorneys to weigh your interest in this specific case. In connection with any merger, sale, company assets, financing, or acquisition of all or a portion of our business to another company, provided we have legal basis and with your consent or at your direction. Now, I can read all that, but I'm going to note this whole paragraph is storing is deleting data, personal information collected through is being stored, deleted in compliance with blah, blah, blah. Okay. Transferring, cool. So essentially, all this is, let me see, data protective rights. You and your legal guardian, if you are a minor, have certain data protection rights under applicable law. Your rights under applicable law may include access to personal information we process as you, as well as the right to data portable, the right to have personal information corrected or erased, and some other stuff I don't feel like reading. The right to not discriminate against. You have the right to object at any time to the process of your personal information, which is based on BNEI's legitimate interest. But that's only if you're a minor. The rest of that, if you're not a minor, is what I'm looking at right now, does not exclude you at all. So you're an adult. Good luck, man. Good luck. Could be reading that incorrectly, so let me scroll back up. Nah, I read that correctly because it says you and your legal guardian, if you are a minor, have certain laws, and it says and it names it. Yeah, if you're a minor, that applies to you. If not, then oh well, you already signed an agreement. No one reads. I always read the agreement. You have to read these agreements before y'all sign it. Then y'all wondering why when y'all lose something, y'all looking crazy. Like, come on, bro. So if I were to synopsis this whole agreement, they're basically saying that. Let me try to do a synopsis real quick. You're signing a legal binding document that you agree to everything that they can take away from you at any moment, at any time, and you're signing off, like you're signing off on it. Unless you're a minor, therefore a guardian would have to step in and look at those laws, and they'll have to step in and do something about it. That's number one. The second thing is, at any moment in time, if they find that what you're doing is not correct or going against their policy, they can suspend you from term. They can suspend you basically or take away your access to said content. But mind you, you yourself consented to this when you decided to do multiplayer, share. What is it? Sharing anything that they get information they take away from you anyway. Man, that's a lot. And some other stuff, and you can't really sue because you're signing the agreement. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on. Unless you have like proof. Motion blur. Camera shake. I might put that on medium and put this on low. I mean, I would have to test these out. Camera shake. It says high. I'm gonna put that on
Finally, he's
medium.
done reading these fucking documents.
Listen, at least somebody reading the documents. You can't tell me you gotta have that one person that reading these documents, because everybody be the first one that be like, "Oh, I lost my term of service. I'm finna sue." You can't sue. You signed the paperwork, and if you don't sign it, you can't play the game. You can't decline it. You can, but then you didn't spend X amount of money, and you can't play it because you refuse to sign it. Am I lying, Corzo?
Do you?
SDR. Hell nah. I'm gonna have that HDR real quick. Put that on 60. This is enable animated music. Heck no. When enabled from training, nah, we turn MS off. Look, they try to get us with that real quick. I do not got time. Player playstyle. Would you like to apply these changes? Heck yeah, playstyle. Standard, classic. The heck bro, why would I do, bro, come on. Revenge counter, key blast, ascend, descend, rush attack, key blast, guard. Guard is what exactly on here? R1. Wait, is this Xenoverse controls?
No.
I'm going with classic. They tripping. It says settings can be changed, battle assist, semi-automatic, combo assist. Bro, I'm turning all these off. Can I turn all these off?
Yeah, I did it.
I don't need no guard assist. I don't need no recovery. I don't need none of this. Like, come on, bro. If you got, to me, if you need all that, what's the point? That's all I'm saying. I don't judge nobody, but I like to play it traditional. Just like the situation with Tekken, how they got that easy input thing. And yeah, we finna watch this intro real quick. Oh, the same intro.
Know your place. Take this.
Huh?
Real Kakarot.
What?
That's what I'm talking about.
Already?
You won't win just by flailing.
Wow. Wow.
Then hurry up and get serious.
Lord, he hit up this practice mode
Come
immediately.
at me with everything you
Yo, that threw me off completely. I was like, wait, we just jumping into it?
Kakarot.
Was we not just at the press menu? What?
You thought that's what it was.
So, and check out HE, if you actually time it right, you can actually, it's called a match attack, but you can, there you go. If you do it correctly, it actually do something like do more stuff. Like you gotta, it's this, so you got this right here, and then you have one to where you got the full one, and then you have like if you just release it, you can actually do something else. Okay. Tap for, yeah, that's only how it was. Then hold. I mean, then key charge. That's pretty cool. Guard. I mean, come on, Vegeta.